Welcome back to my channel, guys. I am so excited. As you know, literally I've been editing like all of the videos of like my music video and stuff, and literally all of them are like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And I was like, how many times am I gonna say that I'm excited in one video? Today we are going to be talking about the truth about songwriting and kind of like my music video, and you guys have literally been loving it, so that makes me so happy. I've gotten so many like cute messages, especially from people that like I don't even know, which is awesome. I'm so glad that people are like engaging with it, and I absolutely just like love that. I asked you guys on Instagram to give me some questions to start off this video so that I could ask any questions that you guys wanted to know. So the first question that I got was, will you be releasing more videos? Yes, I will be releasing more videos. I have 2 songs in the works right now. One is called Daydream, and I don't have a title for the second one. The second one is not done, but the first one is done. I actually wrote Daydream before I wrote The Old Way, but it just so happened that I released The Old Way first. For Daydream, I will be doing a lyric video. The lyric video is actually already done, and then I have not started filming the music video and like editing that and stuff, which is probably going to take me a while. I'm trying to get it done over the summer, but because it's so hot where I live, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it like during the hottest months of the year, or I might just wait until like the end of August, early September to film it. But at the same time, I don't really want to be like editing it while I'm like in school, because I tried doing that with the last one and it just was so unrealistic. It took me like a whole month to edit The Old Way music video, so that literally took forever. And along with The Old Way, I have released the lyric video, the music video, I did a behind the scenes video, I'm doing this video. I did a lyric meaning video, which went through like the meaning of the lyrics. Obviously, I don't know why I had to explain that. And then also I made like a bloopers video for The Old Way, like the music video. There were so many like funny parts in that video. So yeah, those are all of the videos that are coming out with The Old Way music video. Those will be going out before this one though. This is the last video that I'm probably going to do on The Old Way. I was thinking about maybe breaking down my music video and like going through like why I made specific choices for each part. But at the same time, I feel like I've made so many videos about like this music video and this song that I feel like it's getting a little bit redundant. But if you guys would like that, just let me know and I can do that. The next question was, how long does it take to edit? So my lyric video, because I took clips for that and it was obviously more complex than your typical like lyric video, I honestly don't really know how long it took me to edit that, but I was very specific with like how I wanted it to be, and I wanted it to make sure that like the font and everything was correct. And I am kind of a perfectionist when it comes to like my videos and stuff, so I really took a long time to edit that. I filmed the lyric video clips in like the end of February, early March, and so I was probably done editing that by the end of March. And then I obviously had like my music video clips and stuff, and I didn't end up finishing my music video until the beginning of June. So really, it took me about 4 weeks to edit my music video. However, I was really busy in like May and June. Those are like my busiest months of the year because of like school ending and like work picking up and stuff. So it did take me a long time, and the clips for the music video were also super long. They were each like 10-minute long clips, and some of them were like just like goofy clips or like clips that I wasn't even going to include in the music video. So that definitely made it really hard, and something that I'm definitely going to do with my next music video is definitely separate the sections. So like I'll do like each individual clip for the verse. Like, I don't even care if I have like hundreds of different clips for each part. It was just really annoying when I was editing the music video because, one, I didn't even know where to start because I was so overwhelmed with how much footage I had. I had like 2 hours of footage for a 4-minute video. Like, it was literally insane. And since the videos were so long, like each of them were like 10 minutes long, I had to edit the video I had to like edit the clips before I could even like edit and put like the clips together in the music video, if that makes sense. So it was just a way longer process, and that's probably honestly why it took me so much longer to like edit it, because those clips were just like so long. But it was also my first time like doing a music video, and the next time I know like what I can change and what I can do better to make it go way smoother. The next question was, did I create the melody or the lyrics first? So what I do when I songwrite is I kind of like find lyrics, and like literally lyrics kind of just like pop in my head, and I just start kind of like singing, and I'll take a video of like me singing it. So I do like have the lyrics first. I write all of the lyrics first, and I write them in like my songwriting notebook. Obviously when I'm singing them and like recording it, I sing them, I don't like say them. But I don't really commit to the way that I'm singing them, because I know once I add like instrumentals and things like that, the way the lyrics are going to be sang are going to be like completely different. So that's something that I did with my first song, is I was so committed to the way that I did the lyrics and how it sounded first, and then I tried to add in like the ukulele and like instruments and stuff, and it just didn't work, because like you can't just like sing a song and then expect to add a ukulele when there's certain notes that you play on the ukulele, and like the lyrics and the way I was singing them wasn't matching up with the ukulele. And so I was kind of disappointed, because I was like, okay, well I have to change the whole song now, because like the way that I'm singing it doesn't match up with my ukulele. So that's why it took me so much longer to write my first song, is because I was so like dedicated to the way that I was singing it, that it took me a while to kind of be like, okay, well I had this and I really loved it, and now I have to change it and make it like something completely different. Definitely the lyrics, and then I add in like the ukulele and like my melody and everything. So what I did for this song was I wrote all the lyrics, did not commit, and then I did like a chord progression that I wanted to do on my ukulele, and so I played that, and then I just sang the lyrics with how the ukulele sounded, and that honestly worked out way better. It literally took me like 5 minutes to figure out how I was gonna sing it with the ukulele, and I actually really liked it, and I was like really surprised, and I ended up really loving it. The next question was how I got motivation to write a whole song. To be honest, I really did not ever think that I was ever going to write a whole song, and to be honest, there really isn't like motivation. It kind of just like flows out of me. I don't know why. That's literally never happened. 2020 was the first time where I was able to like, just my brain was so like creative at that point, and I was also going through like a pretty hard like time during that stage. The next question was, what was the first lyric that you wrote in your song? And this one is actually the first line of the chorus, and it's, just because you're gone doesn't mean the thoughts left too, just because I left doesn't mean I don't feel pain. And those were the first lines that I wrote in the song, and they were actually inspired by some text messages that I had with a person. And so those were the first lyrics that I wrote of this song specifically. The first and the second verse, I actually already had those lyrics from a song that I was writing previously, and I just never ended up finishing it. So I actually just switched the wording of the lyrics a little bit and then added it to this song, and I pretty much just had like a full song by the time that I was like done with that. So yeah, the whole chorus was completely original and brand new. That was not from any of my previous songs, but I was kind of just, the chorus is really the main part of like the song. I feel like that's really like my emotions about the things that were going on at that time. And then the two verses are really just lyrics that I used from a different song, changed them a little bit and added them to here, kind of just like a fill-in part. But yeah, the chorus is obviously my favorite part because it's a lot more dear to my heart. Okay, those were all of the questions, and now I'm going to get into like the truth about songwriting and, you know, like the process, because there was a lot of things that I did not know walking into this process, and so I want to tell you guys about it so that you can be a little bit more informed, or also if you're a songwriter, so that you know what you're getting yourself into. The first thing that I want to tell you is about copywriting your song. So, when you write your song, obviously you want to copyright it so that no one steals it. Obviously, I did not walk into my music video and my song saying, "Oh my gosh, this is going to blow up, like someone's going to steal it." But in that case, I do not want someone to steal my music. I copyrighted my song in January, and it was not like approved until March. So it took me 3 months to get my song copyrighted, and then it took another month for them to actually send the paperwork to my house. So yes, it was copyrighted in March, but I didn't have the paperwork in my hand until April, which, like, if I don't really have the paperwork in my hand until April, then if someone does steal it, then I don't have any proof that it's mine if I don't have a hard copy of the documentation. So it was just really stressful. Even though I didn't like upload my song until June, I was originally going to upload the lyric video and then the music video like later down, but then I just decided to release them around the same time just because of like, I don't really, I didn't really want there to be like a 2-month gap in between the lyric video and the music video. My lyrics did come very naturally because I had something to like write about and something that I was passionate about. However, with my first and my third song, so Daydream and then the one that I'm currently writing now, those two I had to take multiple breaks in between like my writing process. So like occasionally I would just be like singing in the shower or something and I would be like, oh my gosh, that sounds really good. And then like when I got out, I would like record it on my phone so that I had it. And then so like with my first song, it just kind of like popped up like randomly. I would just be like, okay, that sounds good, let me add it here or whatever. With The Old Way, I like kind of, it flowed really naturally and I didn't really have to like force anything. And then with my third song, I literally sat in my room and wrote it for like hours, and then I was stuck at my second verse and I could not figure out the second verse, and I was getting a little bit frustrated, and I was like, okay, well, it's not gonna come if I'm like frustrated, so I just kind of like let it be for a little bit, and then the next day I was like just singing it, and then like ideas started like popping in my head, and then I got out my phone again and like started recording like what I was singing, and that's how I ended up getting my second verse. Like I said earlier, it took me 6 months to release everything. So the first process was copywriting it, then I had to edit the lyric video, which took time. I had to edit the music video, which took a month. I had to get my music distributed through a distributor, which honestly, getting your music distributed was honestly the easiest part, but I did not know that I could just like not send my music to Spotify and they could put it. You actually have to go through a distributor, and I will actually link a video down in the description that talks about like the different distributors. I personally use CD Baby. That's something that I personally feel like is like more realistic for my writing style, or you can use places like DistroKid. I recommend just doing your research before you decide to sign up for one of them because they are different, and they will be like more like personalized for what you specifically want. Not to mention, getting your song copyrighted is $60 for one song. When you give your music to a distributor, it's only about $15 for them to like release your song to like all of the platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. The next thing I wanted to talk about was that you don't have to have expensive equipment to film a music video or a lyric video or just record a song, period. You want to know what I use to record my song? GarageBand on my phone. I do have a little bit of expensive equipment, like I do have a microphone that I use, and I do have a camera that I filmed my lyric and my music video with, and I also have like tripods and stuff to like help with like setups or whatever, but you absolutely don't really need that. I mean, personally, it made the process way easier because I had my microphone and like my camera to help me film, but to be honest with you, like, if you have a tripod and you set it up with your phone, like that's also fine too. My phone isn't the best quality because I have an iPhone 7 and I've had like a camera for a while because I'm really into like photography and stuff. So I just used my camera for that. I want to show you guys kind of what I was working with when I was like recording my song. So this is the microphone that I have. It yeah, just like hit me in the face, okay. So this is the microphone that I have. This is a Yeti. It's a blue Yeti. Even though it's silver, it's just called a blue Yeti. But I got this microphone for Christmas a while ago, and it literally sat in my closet for years, and I did not use it because, to be honest, I asked for like a fake microphone so I could set it with my, like, I have like a director chair over there, and I wanted to set a microphone to kind of give it like a vintage like aesthetic or whatever. But my grandmother got me this, which ended up working out perfectly. And I just plug in this cord, which then plugs into this, and then this plugs into my phone, which if you do end up using your phone, you will have to use an adapter. But then this plugs directly into my phone, and then I have headphones that are knotted up apparently, and this is how I hear myself sing. And then this is kind of like a windbreaker, so like when I'm singing it won't catch like my breaths as much, and it blocks the wind so that you can't like hear my air coming through the sound. So that's really awesome. The camera that I used was a Nikon 3600. I absolutely love that camera. And then I do have a couple tripods. So I use my tripod that, like, you'll see it in my behind the scenes video. I showed you guys like my tripod and stuff, and like the camera like sitting on it. So I definitely recommend getting a tripod, but it's definitely important to know how to use what you have. If you have what you think you need, that is completely fine as long as you know how to use it. For example, a lot of my clips in my music video were blurry because I could not get my camera to focus. So I had to look up multiple YouTube videos on how to get my camera to focus, but once I got it, like, it was like really fine. To be honest, there are a couple clips in my music video that are a little blurry, but I still like them. That is all I have for you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video and got a little bit of insight into what it was like to be in this whole process. Honestly, I never ever thought I would ever be here, but I am truly grateful that I am, and writing a song and producing a music video has literally been a dream of mine, but I never thought that it would be like this. Like, I always thought, like, I've always dreamed of being like a background dancer in like a music video, but this is honestly way better, and I'm just so like proud of myself, and I really am so grateful that I got this opportunity because it has been amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.